All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join us here tonight. It is Sunday, October 2nd, 2022, the Sunday evening that we're doing this live. But if you're here on the replay, stick around because tonight I have a very special show I'm going to be doing with my wonderful, amazing lady. I heard that, baby. Baby, I can hear that. I can hear anything under your
I
breath.
just sighed.
Oh, what'd you sigh about, baby?
Nothing. It's just a breath.
Is that a breath of fresh air, baby?
Yes.
Okay. Well, before we get started here, let me first of all make sure that the notification has gone out, and it looks like it just did. And let me also make sure that the back end of YouTube is rolling smoothly, and it is. All right, so tonight, my lady and I go live to hang out with you all a bit. This is going to be just a very special impromptu show that we decided to do just to, catch up with our subscribers, our friends, people that are our supporters. And we're going to answer, any of your business and personal questions that you may have here in the chat. In the meantime, while we wait for some people to join us, baby, how are you doing? How you been?
Oh, I'm doing great, sweetheart. I feel great. It's been a really good day today. Very productive.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We had a lot of great conversations about the business moving forward. So I just feel it's been a great productive day for us.
Yeah, I totally agree. Everyone, sometimes you just have to sit down on a Sunday and just talk with your partner for an hour or two and, evaluate where you're at with things, whether it's business or personal related, and, spend some quality time together and learn to better understand each other. And I think all of that comes into play when you're trying to have a successful relationship, right, baby? What are your thoughts about that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, whether you're in a partnership like relationship or it's a business relationship, there has to, you have to listen to each other, get along, and have that camaraderie.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And,
That's what you build on to get that foundation.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're always going to agree with your partner, but you can always come to a happy medium, right, baby? You can always compromise, which is what you've said before, right?
Well, yes. And there's, there's a level there because when you're in a relationship with a partner, even if you don't agree with them on something, you have to support your partner 100%. Otherwise, there is nothing there. There
Wow.
is no foundation.
Wow.
So even if I didn't agree with one of the things you were doing, I would make myself heard. But even if you still did it, I would stand by you 100%.
Yeah, and I'm the same way on the flip side. And, sometimes you may have a better understanding of something than I do, and other times I may have a better understanding of something than you do. And,
Yes.
it may take a few times of discussing it over multiple conversations to come to a happy medium. It doesn't mean that we're fighting. It doesn't mean that we're not trying to support each other. But I truly feel that when a couple has each other's best interest in their heads and hearts, you're gonna, find a way to work through anything, don't you think?
Oh yeah, when you can just man up or adult up and just agree to disagree with your partner and support, whatever's going on, then that's going to just build it so much stronger. It's all about compromise, and you just realize you're not always going to have the same opinions, you know? We're all humans, we all have our own brains, we all have our own way of thinking. So there's no way any two people could be together and not have any conflict of thought, you know?
Yeah, and no two people are exactly alike, baby. I mean, uh, and if we were exactly alike, I mean, it'd be boring. There would be no challenge. It would be very stale, don't you think?
Oh, yeah,
Hmm,
definitely.
definitely. Are you doodling, baby?
Yes, I'm coloring.
You're coloring, you're multitasking.
Yeah, I'm doing my adult coloring book, so y'all can just say what y'all want to say.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing
Yeah,
wrong with that. You're multitasking. You're multitasking. That's all good.
yeah,
That's
I
all
like
good.
artwork, so I'm just doing some artwork right now. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, and you've been working on some other art projects. Maybe at some point, we'll share some of your artwork on the channel here to show people how talented you are.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. That'd be
Yeah,
nice.
you're very welcome. You're very welcome. So, how has everything else been going for you, baby? While we wait for some people to show up here in the chat and ask some questions, how's everything else been going for you?
Health-wise, it's going a little bit better.
Okay.
I'm getting better every day. You know, I've got doctors lined up and I'm getting everything that I need. Um, Other than that, everything else is pretty much lining up in my life
Hmm.
and just looking forward to our future together.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's great. That's great. I think you're learning to simplify the process, huh?
Yes.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just looking at the numbers. We're building up. We've got 10 people in the box right now. We got 3 thumbs up. Thank you to everyone for being here and smash the thumbs up. Share this out on your community tab. Share this out on social media, wherever you have a following of people you feel would enjoy positive and uplifting type of content. So yeah, you've been working on your health. You're in progress of changing doctors and getting the right treatment that you've needed for quite some time. It's just that it's been very difficult to find the right doctors, dealing with insurance companies and getting everything
Just the right
situated,
fit
baby.
for it's just like
Yeah,
finding the right fit for me. You
right,
know, it's not that any of these doctors are bad, it's just finding the one that fits my needs.
right, right, right. You know, and I know that you've had this cough for quite some time. You've had sinus issues, and it affects you after a while. Mucus builds up, and you wake up in the middle of the night coughing. And I know that it drains your energy. Even if you get 8 hours of sleep, sometimes, baby, you wake up and you're drained because of that. And until that's professionally evaluated by the right doctor and the right medication and treatment is performed, I mean, that's what affects you from being tired at times. I'm just putting it out there because I really want everyone to know that you are really going way out of your way to help me create content here and support me. And I really want people to know, um, you know, how much of a struggle it is at times, but you push through it because you're such a loving woman, baby.
Well, thank you. But like I said before, we're a team and it doesn't matter, you know, we've got to hold each other up, whether one's up or down, and we're just going to go strong together. Nobody's going to bring us down. Nobody.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, so far, let me just do this real quick for a second, baby. Let me go ahead and promote this into our group chat there.
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to promote this stream before we went live, so I just want to get a few more people here real quick. Hang on. Okay. All right. That should take care of that. Fantastic. All right. What else on your mind, baby? What else is going on? What have you been up to?
Oh, just keeping my life positive, working towards the future, with the business here. Uh, been reconnecting with family. Um, my mom and I are having a really good relationship right now, and I really cherish that. Um, but every day is a struggle, and I just take it one day at a time.
Yeah, real quick, baby. Angel's Asylum is in the house. Welcome, Angel. How are you doing? There is a 1 minute delay,
Welcome,
just so you
Angel.
know. So, it'll take about a minute or so for us to respond and then you put out there, but feel free to ask any questions and we'd be happy to help you. Nightbot just timed you out for using
I
excessive
swear,
symbols.
Nightbot is
So,
such a bitch.
baby, you don't need to say it like that. Come on. Let's keep it a little more professional.
Sorry.
It's okay, baby. Not a big deal. Nightbot's just doing the job. That's all Nightbot is doing. And Nightbot is only timing people out for 5 seconds for the first infraction and 15 seconds for each additional one. So you can come on back, Angel. No worries. Keep using your emojis. If you get timed out, you'll wait 15 seconds and you'll be back. We're not
No
going to
big
ban
deal.
people. Yeah, we're not going to ban people that Nightbot, moderates that we want to keep around. So no worries about that. But ask any questions, Angel, and we'd be happy to respond to you in the middle of our or in between our conversation here. So baby, you were also telling me earlier that you had a pretty interesting communication with your mother, and you were pretty happy about that. You want to share a little bit about that?
Are you talking about what I sent her?
Yeah, and how it
Oh,
how it panned out. Yeah.
oh yeah. No, I was just on my Facebook account today and I found one of those memes, but it was just really special. And it was from a daughter to a mother that just expressed how much I appreciated everything she's gone through, everything she's given up for me, um, sacrifices and just tough love, all of that. And, she just messaged me back and she said, "You made me cry. I love you." And
Hmm.
it's just those little
Okay.
things, you just send those little things and let people know that they're appreciated and loved,
Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
never know when you're not going to have them. So every day that I have my mother and father, I'm going to appreciate them because,
Yeah.
as you know, it can end so quickly.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right about that, babe. You're absolutely right. Angel's Asylum says, hello, Eli and his lovely lady friend. Well, welcome again, Angel. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi,
We greatly
Angel.
appreciate it. If you can help us out and share this out anywhere that you can share it out, that would be great. We'd appreciate that. Um, no, family's important, baby. And, earlier tonight when you shared with me what you sent your mother and you told me something, you said that, I'm forgiving my mother for everything. I'm just gonna let it all go. Honestly, it literally almost put me in tears. It kind of did because, um, I understand what you went through growing up, and I think your mother gets it too. But at some point, something's got to give, and life has to go on. And I'm just really proud that you were able to let bygones be bygones and just forgive her and just, um, let it go and just start to rebuild, your amazing family connections. How good did that feel?
Yeah, it felt amazing. And it has a lot to do with my progress, with my therapy, and my own self love. And what I realized is, as a mother myself, we all make mistakes. We are not given a handbook. We don't know how to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So we, as children, need to forgive our parents because nothing is perfect in this world.
Mm-hmm.
And they've done the best with what they've had. And as long as you were loved and cared for, that's all that really matters.
Right. Right. No, absolutely. Let me ask you this, baby. What are your thoughts, your personal thoughts about life coaching and life coaches? And, you know, do you feel that being a part, um, of my life and being a part of the Coach Eli network and the things that you've experienced here and learned here, do you feel that they made a difference in your life? And if so, what type of differences did it make?
Oh, absolutely. It just has given me a lot more perspectives to think about. You know, you can kind of say I was living in my own little glass bubble because, as I've told many of y'all, my past relationships weren't the best, and I felt very much alone and isolated, and I did everything on my own. So, listening to the different stories that you've shared, the different perspectives in the people, it's really opened my eyes up to a whole new world of how I think about dating, how I think about men and women's relationships, how I think about even business relationships. Like, it's just broadened my whole perspective.
That's great. Hold that thought for a second. Angels Asylum has a question in the chat. Do you two ever do any segments where you have a couple on your stream and allow them to ask your advice about relationships? Well, here's the thing, Angel. I do plan on doing that. We do plan on doing that down the road, but that's not something that I would do live probably, because the problem with that is this. Sometimes people's emotions run high and they say things that they don't mean to say. And on a monetized channel, you have to be really careful with what you put out there. That's something I would probably end up doing pre-recorded. Like my lady and I would maybe do a pre-recorded interview with a couple and then maybe upload that to my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias, Melas. But, you got to be real careful nowadays for a couple of reasons, not just because of the terms of service of YouTube and monetization policies, but you want to display at least a certain level of professionalism when you're putting yourself out there, and who you bring on can affect your reputation and your business, right, baby? So
Absolutely.
yeah, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna open that up to whoever wants to do that. But we're gonna do that pre-recorded, because the problem, again, when you do something live, especially with people that you don't know, or in a situation like that could turn south any second. When you're live, it's live. You can't take it back. Now you can
Live.
delete it, but you can delete it. But when it's pre-recorded, you can edit it, you can scratch it, right? So that is the thing. I've been very, very careful with what I do live, who I bring on live, and what I do pre-recorded. So I hope that that answers your question. And does that make a lot of sense to you, baby? What are your thoughts regarding that?
Oh, that makes total sense. I mean, with any business, anything that you're doing publicly, you've got to protect yourself and protect what's going on in your business. So, with something like that, then it could be a disaster. I mean, like you said, emotions run high, especially in relationships. So I think it would be good to save face for all parties that are there if it's pre-recorded.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree with that. But yeah, getting back to what we were talking about before the question Angel asked. Um, yeah, I feel coaching is very important. Like I mentioned on my walking stream earlier today, and many times in the past, when I was younger, I didn't believe in coaching. I didn't believe in personal development. I was angry and bitter myself. It wasn't until I got into my early to mid 30s where I really, really started to understand the purpose, and it really helped me turn my life around, first and foremost, by seeing myself in a different light and actually loving myself. And I think that's the most important thing I continue to sound like a broken record on, is you have to learn to love yourself. You have to have self-love, because without self-love, you can't get anywhere, right, baby? I mean, how important is self-love
Absolutely.
in your, and how important is self-love in your opinion? And do you see a difference in the self-love you have for yourself now compared to a year ago?
Oh my gosh. No, self-love is the most important thing a person could do for themselves. This was one of the main things my therapist and I talked about in our last session. And self-love doesn't have to be anything extravagant. It could just be getting up and brushing your teeth every day. Just washing your face with the kind of soap you like that makes you feel good. It doesn't have to be going out shopping and hairs and nails and anything else, or buying lavish cars. It could just be you sit down and have a cup of coffee with a good friend. That's self-love, you know?
Right. Well,
Anything that brings you happiness is love for yourself.
yeah. Hold on a second, baby. Hold on a second here. I had to respond to a text message real quick. Angels Asylum in the chat says, I understand, that makes sense, Eli. And furthermore, she says, I think it will be a success when you begin those segments. And then Angel again says, yeah, I definitely need to learn to love myself and others 100%. Well, and I understand what you were saying regarding self-love, baby, but I think it goes beyond that. Self-love is something that stems from yourself deep within. It doesn't involve anyone else. Before you can love anyone
Exactly.
else. Okay.
That's what my
Go.
therapist was saying, is that self-love is getting
Mhm.
your butt up out of bed every morning and brushing your teeth and washing your face,
Well,
and not
yes.
self-loathing in the bed and letting it all go. That's
Right.
part of your own self-love, is by getting up and motivating
Mhm.
yourself to move. And
Well,
that's where she was coming from. And like I was mentioning, yes, I do have my adult coloring book, and I do have my diamond art, and I do that um not only, to spare time, but it's also really good as, just as humans, to constantly be doing fine motor skills and
mhm.
keeping up, because the brain, if you don't use it, you lose it. I'm telling you.
Well, that's true, or you're wasting the limited time you have left on this earth when you don't use it. And here's what I was going to say furthermore. Self-love to me boils down to one thing before anything else can be possible. You have to love yourself internally, deep within, no matter what you look like, no matter, what people are saying about you or doing to you. You can't let anyone get in the way of your self-love, because when you have true self-love, nothing anyone says will affect you, and nothing
No,
that anyone says
yeah.
in a negative way will affect you. And when people come at you in a positive way, it's just going to further reinforce your self-love. And when you have self-love, you're going to attract more of the right people into your life. You will also still attract negative people, but you're going to be able to get them to go away by just being able to ignore it and not let it get to you. And that's what true self-love is. But go ahead. You had something to say. I can tell.
I did, and kind of
It went
forgot.
bye-bye. It went bye-bye.
It went bye-bye. No, it just has to do with self-love, and I agree. You need to learn to love yourself first in order to love others.
Right.
So, you cannot go out there and be self-sabotaging yourself and putting on this game face that, you're there for everybody else, because you're not. You're really killing yourself inside, and you won't be there for anybody in the long run,
Hey,
you
baby.
know?
RJ Sandiford's in the house. Hey, RJ.
RJ!
RJ, there is a 1 minute delay just to remind you on the in-studio stream. So whatever you type out here and we respond to, it will take an extra minute to get out there. But welcome to the show, RJ. What questions do you have, business or personal or anything? Feel free to ask anything that you'd like, and we will respond to you as soon as possible in between what we're discussing here. Tonight, my lady and I just are going live to hang out with you all a bit and to just kind of update you on where we're at and to share more of our happiness and positivity, radiate our positivity to everyone, right, baby?
All right, baby.
Ah. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Give me a second, baby. Give me a second here, baby.
I'll give you the rest of my life, baby.
Huh. Interesting. I don't know if this guy is legit or not, but there's somebody in the chat, sir. Don't get upset. I've been trolled a lot here, so I'm hoping you're legit. I'll answer your question anyway because it's legitimate. Zilyar, however you pronounce it. Sorry about that, man. I just got broken up with my ex yesterday because we just clashed and fought too much. She has a lot going on in her life, and she says she can't deal with all the negativity. I have been trying to better myself. Well, dude, here's the thing. Respectfully speaking, man, how you show up is going to affect how she feels about you, right? You got to show up, being a man, being a strong, confident man, being, confident, not being a sissy, but not being arrogant either, and not being selfish. A relationship is there for you to give and not to take. Furthermore, he says, and I thought it is best I try work on myself and give her space until she contacts me. But yeah, it's hard. So anyway, got a super chat there, and we're just going to ignore it because it's a trolling super chat. But thank you for the $2. Yeah, it is hard. It is hard. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It is hard, dude. It is hard because, you like her. Maybe the sex is great. And I don't know how old you are. Maybe you're in your late teens. Maybe you're in your early to mid 20s. And let me tell you, dude, I'm almost 49 years old. I'm still learning about women every day. I mean, yes, I know a lot more than I did when I was 20. But you'll get there, dude. You will definitely get there, and the great thing about being young in this modern world, and I'll say this to you as well, babe, I think you'll agree, is that you have YouTube with all these coaches and people giving advice on this practically free of charge. And he says he's not trolling. No problem, dude. That's cool. No worries. No big deal. And there are Reddit forums. There is so much more support for men out there today than there was when I was in my 20s, almost 30 years ago. Now, you have to find the right support because there are groups like MGTOW that are anti-women and anti-marriage, and these guys are very angry and bitter. And those guys are incels. I don't know if you heard of the word incel, which is involuntary celibate. Those guys can't get laid. So basically, they project their insecurities onto everyone else. And if you're a dude that wants to date a woman and possibly get married and have a family, you get shunned upon. But don't listen to those guys. You do you, bro. He said he's 23. Yeah, dude, when I was 23, God, baby, if I was with you right now, baby, and behaving like I did at 23, you would have kicked my ass to the curb, what, over a year ago? And
Oh,
that's how long
yeah.
we've been dating? Yeah.
And when I was 23, I was raising 2 children. I had my life together. Like, I didn't have
Mm-hmm.
time for bullshit.
Right. 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 No, when you were 23, you already had you just had your second kid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so you just had your second kid and you had to grow up really, really fast. But when it comes
Yep.
to men, nowadays, men are not getting the support that they need. And basically they have to go and find it for themselves. And what was that?
Oh, sorry, that was just my nose.
Oh, no problem. No problem. It's just very clear that that headset microphone I got you, baby, is very, very
It's
clear.
very good. Very
Yeah,
clear.
it's very good and very clear, especially when you're on my Wi-Fi. So, um, but yeah, no, I mean, when you're younger, you're not going to know this stuff, and there are so many options to get the right help. So whatever questions you have, bro, put them in the chat. I'd be happy to answer them for you as best as possible. Basically, um, I don't know how you two parted ways. Um, you should have probably just said, "Hey, you know what? I understand what you're going through. I'm going to work on myself. I love you, and I don't want this to end. But if that's what you want, take all the time you need. I'm going to go work on myself. But give me a call down the road if you change your mind, and maybe we can, try to work things out." Right? You got to be mature about it, dude. And here's the thing. Like, I've always been fairly mature, even in my younger days. But when I was 23, I was nowhere nearly as mature as I am today, dude. I was 23. I was a horn dog, and I always had just one girlfriend. I never messed around. But I was like, whenever a woman would give me the time of day, and I got into a relationship, I was like putting her on a pedestal. I was like making her my world. I was dropping everything to do things with her, and I lost focus of myself and my purpose. And with women, and you, baby, you share your thoughts about this because you're a woman. You know what turns you on, right? And turns you off, right? With women, the most important thing about a man is his purpose, right, baby?
Absolutely.
Talk about that for a little bit.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, just based on my history is in relationships that the last 2 men I dated really had no purpose. They would just do whatever they could to make ends meet. And they had no dreams or aspirations. And that was really just a big turnoff. Coming from a family of, you know, 2 brothers, and a father and several uncles that are very hardworking men that are driven and devoted to support and supply for their families. Like, I just got really turned off by that attitude that they had that,
Yeah.
you know, this job is good enough just where it is. I don't need anything more. And it's not that I wasn't money hungry or, I was just trying to establish a future. And, it's great when you're 23 and you're making 18 bucks an hour working a job, but it's not so very sexy when you're 48 making $18 an hour at a job that goes nowhere.
Huh. You know what's funny, baby? I that before I respond to what you're saying, that troll $2 super chat that I tried to ban earlier. It says
Mhm.
message deleted by the Google moderator team. So
Wow.
wow. I mean, I did hide that user, but the Google moderator. No, I mean this is legit. This is legit. Like they are really, really trying to stop. Like a lot of people now, what they're doing is they're using the super chat to highlight a derogatory message, and YouTube and Google have systems in place for this. Like, I mean, wow. I should take a screenshot of this. Actually, I should. As a matter of fact, I'm going to because it's rather comical, and I better do it now because it may not be available later. This is
Yeah,
rather
and while
interesting.
you're doing that, sweetheart, I'll just
Yeah,
I'll comment on the chat there.
sure.
Um where Zyler was saying she wants to break up because she has a lot of negative things going on. Um and you guys still love each other, but you're right. It is time to take a step back and focus on yourself as well as she needs to focus on herself. Some of the best relationships um, come out in the end when you do take a step back and better your own life. Because then once you guys come back together, you're unstoppable.
Right,
There's no
right,
negativity.
right. And you know, baby, to be fair here, Zyler, like, look, I had my issues when I met my lady. She had hers. And baby, you were honest. You had a lot of issues, right?
Oh,
And
baby,
and
I
so
got
did I.
issues, but you got them
Right.
too.
I do too. But here's the thing. You can also my lady's right. I agree with her, but on the flip side, you can also choose to love each other and help each other work through each other's issues together as a team. And my lady and I, like, I'll tell you, most relationships wouldn't work out in the way my lady and I have been going through things. Because it takes a very strong man to be with a woman that's going through a lot, and it takes a very strong woman to go to be with a man that's going through a lot. And I've had a lot of stuff, a lot of issues, different than my ladies, but they're still issues. They're with my business, online, other things. With my lady, it's been health stuff and all that, right, baby? You know,
Mhm.
but when we first met, we locked eyes. We knew there was something there, and we could have decided to put it on hold and work on ourselves, or we could have decided to just go for it and figure it out along the way because we have that much of an attraction for each other, right? And we decided to go for it. When I first met my lady, like her eyes intently locked onto mine like a deer in headlights, and I'm like, oh boy, like I have to make this work now because this woman is reeling me in with those eyes. Like, baby, you like magnetically pulled me in. like I could, I'm a grown ass. Excuse me, my allergies. I'm a grown ass man, and I have a lot of self control, and I have a lot of experience dating. But you pulled me in so good that I just couldn't let go, and here we are. So you have
I
to
think a
decide.
big I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I think a big difference is our age. We are a lot older, and it's not about taking a step back to better ourselves, it's about coming together to better each other. But when you're young and, like he says he's 23, I think it would be really great for them to do an eat, pray, love moment and find who they are before they come back together, because I think that will make the relationship stronger.
Yeah, I mean, Zyler, yeah, that's the right choice. I mean, in most cases, it is. I'm just sharing with you an extreme example of what worked for my lady and I. I honestly feel that if two people are meant to be together, regardless of what each of them are going through, they're gonna figure out a way to make it work. And see, that's what you and I did, baby. But also you and I are in our 40s, and they're in their 20s,
Exactly.
so they don't have the experience that we have in dating, and there's plenty of time to find the right person. I mean, I thought I was going to marry my high school sweetheart. I was really hurt after she broke up with me, but it was the right thing to do. And I also believe that things happen for a purpose. I feel that everything in my life has led me, excuse me, my allergies are kicking my ass tonight. Sorry.
Mine too.
Everything that I've, experienced in life and gone through in life has led me to where I'm at today. And I honestly feel that things happen for a purpose. We all hear that when we're younger. Oh, things happen for a purpose. Well, things keep happening the wrong way. When is the purpose going to happen? It'll happen when it's meant to happen. But every time something doesn't work out, it's for a good reason. And we keep talking about this, baby. Garth Brooks' old song, old country song, Unanswered Prayers. Sometimes I thank God for unanswered prayers, right? And just because he may not answer doesn't mean he don't care. Some of God's greatest gifts are all too often unanswered prayers, right? How many times did I get mad at God? If you don't believe in God, I still love you, but my lady and I believe, okay? How many times in my younger days did I get pissed off at God and the Lord Jesus Christ for not answering my prayers about a woman or a job or whatever, right? And every time the Lord and God responded in the way it was meant to be. But you're not going to understand that when you're younger. So Zyler, you're doing great, man. You're reaching out for help at an early. Hold on a second here. I took my Flonase, baby, right before I went live, and oh my God, that stuff is breaking up right now and clearing me up live on the air. So if I have to mute every now and then, forgive me. But you're learning this early on, bro, and you're going to have the advantage over most men your age because you're seeking to get the right answer. Go onto Reddit if you haven't been onto Reddit. Find some groups out there. Purple Pill Debate is a good group. There are some other groups you can find out there. The one thing I'll recommend to you is do not get caught up with angry and bitter, jaded, incel, involuntary celibate men, like MGTOW men that, criticize women for everything and don't take ownership of their own mistakes. Go in there and find some good, like-minded, real good guys that are going to truly help you and not criticize you for wanting to date a woman or marry a woman at some point. But no, thank you for your question, bro. If you have anything else you want to say, please go ahead and share it in the chat. I can't even talk. Joe Shipley's in the house. Joe Shipley, welcome, bro. Good evening to you, Coach Eli. I'm here with my lady, brother. Welcome to the show. There is a 1 minute delay, so any questions you ask will be answered as quickly as possible. Go ahead, baby. I know you wanted to say something.
Oh, no, I was just saying hi to Joe.
Joe. You saying hi to Joe?
Yep.
All right. Cool. So RJ was asking, Eli, what is the best way to start an online business? Well, the first thing you need to do, RJ, is figure out what type of online business you want to start. And honestly, you're welcome, Zyler. Thank you. I appreciate your advice. You're welcome, bro. Feel free to come back anytime. We'll help you out. No problem. I do walking streams too regularly on this channel. I also have a main channel, Coach Eli, Elias, Melas, with 7.4K subs. Nightbot sharing it in the chat there. I do pre-recorded content there. I used to do live streams over there and pre-recorded content. That channel's been monetized for about 2.5 to almost 3 years. My lady and I just got this channel monetized a couple months ago, so we moved the live streams over here to separate it from the pre-recorded content, but there's more content over there. Over 1,000 videos. Go find a topic and maybe one of those videos can help you. Or just come back when I'm live again, bro. Or keep talking now till we're off the air and we'd be happy to help you. Thank you again for being here. RJ, I think the very first thing you need to do is figure out what you want to do and what your purpose is. And, in working with you in the past, you have a great radio voice and you are a very spiritual person, a God-loving person. You're also a blind and autistic YouTuber. And I think you could be the type of guy that uplifts disabled people, or mentally challenged people. We'll use the proper word nowadays, baby, instead of the R word that people use, the mentally R word, which is
Don't
practically
say
been
that.
blacklisted. No, I know it, but baby, it's called, the proper way to say it now is mentally challenged, right?
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, RJ, I think that if you continue to do what you've been doing, stay out of the drama, and work with myself and my lady, work with another lady that's here on our channel, autism mom of two. That's her name. Can't get the words out tonight. Autism mom of two. Um, and you want to help people, help disabled people or mentally challenged people, get their message out on YouTube or social media and not feel like they're going to get attacked. Will they get attacked? Yes, but you can motivate them and uplift them and say, hey, look, I was attacked on this platform for 3 to 4 years because I allowed people to attack me. Now I ignore them and look where I'm at. Come and become a part of my community here, and together we can fight off these people by ignoring them and creating greatness. And then you can help people, start their own YouTube channel or start a podcast or whatever. Now, as far as monetizing it, RJ, you've got the subscribers. If you get the watch time, we can get your channel monetized. That's one way of monetizing it. Number two, if you want to, start to do consulting and help people like I do, I have a website, coacheli.com. You can create rjsandiford.com and sell, consulting. And that's all you have to do to start your business. When you get monetized, you have all these options now. You have super chats and super stickers. You have channel memberships for special, content that's available to members only, and they pay a monthly fee to access that premium content. You also have the shopping tab. You can create merch. That's another way. You can promote products and, share affiliate links from Amazon and make a little bit of money there. There are so many things you can do. I'm just sharing a few of them now, so you have an idea, but it's not that difficult. You just have to figure out what you want to do and then just start doing it. And I can even help you with that behind the scenes, and I can help anyone with that behind the scenes. For my moderators, I have a special thing set up for moderators. For everyone that's not a moderator, go to my website, coacheli.com if you need more help, and click on the coaching services tab. And my rates are very reasonable for phone coaching and email coaching. But phone coaching would be better if you're going to start a business because, we can go back and forth and I can direct you to the right place to get things going. So hopefully that answers your question there, RJ. Thank you so much. Joe Shipley says, hi, nice to meet you. To you, baby.
Well, nice to meet you too, Joe.
Amen. Amen.
Baby, can I just follow up with something? When
Yeah.
you were talking about having people contact you with any
Yeah.
questions, if they have questions or concerns that they want to address to myself, please reach out through Eli's channel, and I'll be happy to answer any questions or concerns you have and, help you out with anything you might need.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. We're all caught up in the chat there. What else, baby? What else is on your mind? I mean, we've been on for 48 minutes. We're going to go another 12 more minutes and then wrap this up. We wanted to limit it to an hour here. We want to see if anyone else pops in at the last minute. But yeah, how about this, baby? The last 12 minutes. What's up ahead? We talked about a bunch of things. What's next? Where are we heading next here in Coach Eli land? And how can people benefit from this? And do you feel there's a lot to benefit from here?
Of course, there's a lot to benefit from here. Of course. I don't know what you want me to share, like how much you want me to share of what we talked about. So you're kind of putting me on the spot.
Putting you on the spot. I mean, you know this stuff already. This is second nature to you. You're the smartest woman I met, next to my mother.
I know, but I don't
came
know
out of
how
her
much
stomach.
you want me to share.
You can share whatever you want. Baby, you have your own opinions, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Baby,
no,
I love
we're
you.
going.
Baby, my
Oh,
house is
sweetheart,
your
then.
house.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I know.
All right.
Um, and no, I just, the sky is the limit for us right now. We have so many positive things coming our way. So many projects coming up that just are going to be great. Subjects
Mm-hmm.
to talk about, panels with people. It's just going to be a whirlwind of greatness on our program, and I just hope everybody tunes in and stays positive because that's all we're trying to do is create the positivity.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just I had to respond to a text message real quick.
No worries.
Sometimes you get those text messages in the middle of the show, and it's family, and you don't have to say anything, baby. It's family, and you got to get back to them right away. But anyway, it's all good.
Well, I know
Um,
I text message you in the middle of the show as well,
yeah, you do. And if I don't get
even
back
when
to
we're
you, you
sitting in the
worry.
same house.
Well, yeah. Anyway, it's all good. But hey, Joe Shipley says, I will check out your website, Eli. What is the address again? Joe Shipley, do me a favor. You're Lewis's friend, right? If Lewis can connect you and I behind the scenes, I will help you in the same way I help moderators. And I will even moderate you as long as I can, verify, from Lewis. I believe it was Lewis that connected us. So get with Lewis. Have Lewis, if you're on Facebook, have Lewis connect you and I on Facebook. And I'll help you in any way, bro, behind the scenes like a moderator, okay? But my website is coach.eliasmelas.com. And why don't I just get there right now? Give me a second here. Do 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 do. Positive vibes. That's right. I just shared the link in the chat, but it's going to be about a minute before you hear me say this because of the delay. But it's already in the chat. It'll have been there for a minute by the time you hear me say this. RJ Sandifer says, "Thanks, Eli." You're welcome, RJ. RJ, you let me know. What you're doing this week. I know you folks out there in Florida are recovering from Hurricane Ian. I hope you're all doing well. God bless you and everyone in the state of Florida. That was just insane. Category 4 hurricane, and it even had gusts up to Category 5. Like, it was close to being a Cat 5. I mean, that's just catastrophic, baby. That's just insanity, huh?
Yeah. I'll stick to my earthquakes.
Yeah, me too. One big earthquake every 30 or 40 years, right? That's
Right?
all good here for us folks in California on along the San Andreas Fault. Joe Shipley says, "Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Eli. You're welcome, brother. Thank you so much for stopping by and yeah, just dude. You've been coming around for a while now. Now I know. Like, I think you're Lewis's friend. Any friend of Lewis is a friend of mine, bro. And whatever you need help with, let's just talk behind the scenes. I will treat you like a mod, and when I have confirmation from Lewis that that's the real you and you're a friend of his, we will mod you up, bro. Thank you so much. All right, sorry, baby. Go ahead. So we're talking about the future. We're talking about what's next, what's up ahead.
Just everything good. Like we have a lot of great stuff. Like I was talking about doing panels with people, different other creators, and just working and collaborating, and we've just got a lot of great information coming up, on our show.
And let me add to that, baby, and get your thoughts on this. What I'm looking to do is create the most positive and uplifting and friendly and giving support group on the internet. And I'm going to speak with my lady tonight. Baby, we will be taking a beautiful Epsom salt bath tonight. And I look forward to that. As cringy as that may sound to put it out there publicly, it's all good. And we talk in the Epsom salt bath. We brainstorm there. It's relaxing, right? With that magnesium and that muscle soak, the eucalyptus and peppermint. right, baby?
Yes.
And what I'm
That's where
thinking
we
about,
brainstorm.
right? What I'm thinking about doing, I'm not going to create a Discord like I had in the past, and I'm not going to really focus on the Reddit group because those groups right there, they're very, very difficult to manage, and a lot of crap stuff happens on there. We're going to probably end up running it on Facebook because it's much more difficult to create sock accounts on Facebook, and we have a better control over moderating stuff on Facebook, and Facebook is better at removing hateful people off their platform than Google and YouTube are. So coming soon will probably be a Facebook group page, not a business fan page. I used to call them fan pages, business pages. This is a Facebook group page. We're going to probably do that. Also, I'm starting to get people to go to my website and register for free. All you need to do is put in your email, create a username and your email, and then you'll create a password, and then you'll be all good to go. You'll have access to other things on my website, stuff that's not available on YouTube. It's currently free. I may offer some paid stuff down the road, but there will always be some free stuff. And also, when you sign up, eventually, real soon, I'm going to have an email list where I will be emailing people right before I go live or put out a piece of pre-recorded content, just so the folks that want to make sure they get all the content we put out in case, you don't get the notifications from YouTube. We can send it to you that way via email. And for some reason, the video is kind of shaky for a second. What's going on here? Give me a second.
Maybe we're having an earthquake.
No, we're not. There we go. I think we're back to being smooth again. There we are. I think I bumped my Elgato Cam Link that's connecting my Sony a6400 digital camera, mirrorless camera. But no, we're good now. It's back to normal. So yeah, that's one thing that I'm really looking to do, baby, is I really, really want to create the most positive support group on the internet. The thing is, we only want to bring people in there that are going to be positive and uplifting. No negativity,
Yes.
no nothing. People will be screened out to be in that group. Moderators will be invited in there free of charge because we trust you. But other people, we may make it a part of a channel membership package. It may be a perk. We're going to figure out how to do it. And we will update you folks on how we do that over the next few weeks or so. But what are your thoughts about that, baby? Having a support group outside of the mods that will include the mods, but also other people that we can
No, I
help
think
through
it's a
that group.
great idea to bring other people in because that's the only way we're going to grow. So I think that's a great idea. But I just want to, before we shut this down, I just want to just give a shout out to all of the beautiful women that we have in our mod group. Every single one of them is so supportive, so just beautiful inside and out. And
Mm-hmm.
we are just real women. And like, we're not about being mean to each other. We want to support each other. We're strong, beautiful women. And I just appreciate every one of you that's in our group. So I just wanted to say that before we shut it down.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Any questions that you folks have, please get them in the chat right now. We're going to be going off the air in just a few minutes. Yeah, RJ, make sure that you reach out to us at some point later tonight before you go to bed, or if it's too late, tomorrow. And let me know when you want to stream next. If you want to stream tomorrow at some point, RJ, I'd be happy to come on your channel. You can come on mine. It's up to you. I think we need to get some content going on your channel, so I'd have no problem coming over there. Maybe my lady can join us. She's going to spend an extra day with me. Tomorrow, I am going to get, like I mentioned on my Walking with Purpose stream, baby. Tomorrow, I am going to get my 4th COVID shot, which is the 2nd booster. I've taken the first 2 regular shots of Pfizer. I took the first booster. It's probably been almost a year since I took that booster. And they finally approved the 2nd booster a month or 2 ago. And I got on the schedule, and I'm going to be getting the 4th booster tomorrow. My lady got the 4th booster. And when you got it,
Kicked my butt.
babe, about a week and a half ago, it got you, huh?
Kicked my butt.
But how are you feeling now? A week and a half later, it's settled in, and
I
you're all
feel
good.
great now. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, it's all worn off, but yeah, the 48 hours afterwards were a little touch and go, like as far as like how I was feeling. It just really kind of drained me. I was
Mm-hmm.
really overly tired. And I don't know
Yeah.
if that was because I got both of them at the same time, the flu and the COVID. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, but we'll see how it affects you because you're going to do the same thing tomorrow.
Yeah, they say they don't affect. They're 2 different shots, and it's not going to affect you. I think it's the COVID shot that affects some people, if not most people. It may make you feel a little tired for a little bit. That's why they ask you to wait like 15 to 30 minutes after the shot has been administered, just to make sure that everything is okay. Yeah, after I took the first booster, the first 2 shots that I took, the first one, no problem. The second one, yeah, kind of knocked me out for a day a little bit. The first booster after the 2nd shot of Pfizer really kind of got to me, and it was kind of affecting me throughout the whole week, more so for a couple of days, like you said, the 48-hour period. But from what I've heard about this one here, this one is because it's been the most updated one with all the different variants and all that. This one is hitting people a little bit more. So,
It's
we're
a
gonna keep
doozy,
you.
guys. It's a doozy.
We're gonna keep you around an extra day so you can be my nurse tomorrow. But I should still be able to get some
Ah,
content and do my walk. Yeah, you want to be my nurse tomorrow, baby?
yeah. Can I
Okay,
give
that
you a
sounds good.
sponge bath?
You can. Who's gonna argue that? I mean, why would I argue
Mm-hmm.
that? The people in the audience are like, "Oh God, that's so cringy, Eli." Okay, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You know,
cringy. It's love. Get over it,
it
people.
yeah. If you as a man had a hot woman to take a bath with, or give you a sponge bath, or vice versa, oh, you wouldn't think it's cringe. The people that think it's cringy are just, they're just a little
Jealous.
jelly, and we've all been jelly at times, baby, when we're single. It's a natural thing.
Jellyfish.
So we understand that, right, baby?
Or, yeah, when we're single or in unhappy relationships.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Yeah.
happens. That's when the jealousy comes out.
Oh yeah. I hear you, baby. I hear you. Yeah. All right, baby. Anything else you want to mention? Final thoughts, baby? We're about to go off the air.
No, just I love you so much to the end of the moon and back and all around the galaxy. So thank you for everything.
You're quite welcome, baby. I'm going to put you backstage, wrap this up, and I'll come get you in a couple of minutes. All right, baby? Thank you so much for being here with me tonight.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Bye, babe. Oh, she left on her own. Yeah, excellent. All right. That was my lady. And another great show. I'm just very, very, very thrilled with how things have been going lately. My lady and I have been working on some things behind the scenes regarding our relationship and other stuff. Everything's right on track. We've taken care of everything. We've been connecting with more amazing people out here on YouTube and all over the internet. And, we really appreciate those of you that have stood by us and connected with us and have worked with us. And we want to continue working with you and bring in more people. Soon to come, Autism Mom to 2 or Autism Mom Up to. She changed her channel name from Autism Mom to 2 to Autism Mom Up to. And we're going to work with her and RJ. She has 2 kids with autism. And I feel that, working with RJ and her would be a great, great mix. And RJ can further connect us, with more people in that realm. And I'll do my part as well. We've got other people, Holly's hauntings and Holly's happenings and hauntings and happenings. She keeps changing her channel name. We're going to be working with her too. She's an amazing woman I've known for many years. And she's back to being a moderator here. I'm hoping we can work with Sandra Palacio, a longtime, friend of mine out here on YouTube, who for the time being still lives out here in the San Francisco Bay Area, where I'm at. And just a whole lot of great stuff coming, folks. Please keep it locked here, which is what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry. My allergies are really kicking my ass tonight, so it's hard to talk. But anyway, please keep it locked here to Coach Eli, 2 authentic live streams. Subscribe, bang the bell, select the notifications, and that way you won't miss any stream. Also, keep an eye on the community tab here. Additionally, like I've been mentioning throughout every show, and earlier in this show I mentioned it also, please subscribe to my main channel as well, Coach Eli, Elias Melas. Nightbot's been sharing the link every 7 minutes in the chat. The link is also below in the description for those of you on the replay, or just go to youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. That's youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. Subscribe, bang the bell, select the notifications, and you won't miss anything that happens over there. I'll be doing more YouTube shorts, more bite-sized pre-recorded content, more members-only content. Lots of stuff coming. I'm going to be doing updates to my website. I'll be adding merch too. That's another thing. I've got, the shopping tab on both channels now, formerly known as the merch tab. I got merch to create and to put out there on the merch tab. There's just a lot going on. Just keep it locked here and my other channel, and pay attention to the community tabs, because I'll be updating you folks there regularly throughout the days. And you'll know what's going on. With that being said, thank you to everyone for being here. Have yourselves a great one. Take care. We'll see you all next time. And as always, be good to each other.